Good morning, guys. What is going on? This is a sight you haven't seen in a while. We haven't been going out in our home waters in quite some time. We have been doing our fair share of traveling, but we just got our Suzuki service, so we were ready for a wonderful day on the water. I got my mom and my dad on the boat today, as well as Vic, and we are about to head offshore to catch some mahi.
I want to tell you a little something about this Suzuki. We've had it for 4 years, just a little over 500 hours, but every single time we turn that key, it starts. And I'm going to let you in on a little secret about Brooke that I don't even know if she knows. But I watch Brooke start our Suzuki. I always look at her when she turns the key, and she turns the key and it immediately just boom. She gets a smile from ear to ear. I don't even know if she knows it, but she does.
I don't think I know that about myself. But it is a flat, calm day, so wish us luck. Let's see what we can catch. Alright guys, so we just ran out about 6-ish miles and we just found our first seaweed line. So there is a ton of sargassum weed. The wind and the current make these seaweed lines kind of just run parallel to the coast. So there's just like this giant line. It could go on for miles. You don't really know, but that's what you want to be looking for, and that's where we're gonna stop. And so far, what we're gonna do is we're gonna cast these little bucktail jigs because we don't have any live bait. So that is the plan today, to cast these bucktail jigs and hopefully catch some dolphin.
So what Brookie and I like to do a lot of the time, most of the time we go dolphin fishing, we don't even have bait with us. We'll bring those jigs like you see Brian and Debbie are casting. We always bring a sabiki out here with us, and nature provides her own bait. Look at this. All this seaweed is refuge for a bunch of little bait fish. There's little blue runners and sardines and stuff in there, so I just cast my sabiki on the edge of it and I just jig it right along the edge, and usually those bait fish will just come out and swarm it. You guys can't see it, but there's like 100 of them. And another big tip is when you have one on, I kind of like to leave it in the water, and sometimes you'll get more than one. Oh, I got a big one. See, we got 3 because I left it in the water. But you get baits just like this. These are baby blue runners, and they actually live out here in the seaweed, and this is what the dolphin are after. There's no more natural bait for a dolphin than what's actually out here. And so these little fish will hide underneath the seaweed, and then dolphin and triple tail and wahoo will come up, and that's what we're exactly after.
So I just keep kind of reversing, keeping Victor like right next to the seaweed so we can keep catching these baits. My dad and my mom are casting their jigs because these dolphin don't have to necessarily just be sitting under this patch of seaweed. They could be swimming up and down this line. So, you know, we could be sitting here for 15 minutes catching these bait, and what a school of dolphin may just swim on right by. So you gotta be ready.
Whoa, baby.
You got a dolphin?
No, it's a jack.
Jack?
All right, guys, this is our first fish of the day. We were trolling these jigs, going from spot to spot, because you got to find the dolphin. Sometimes you find them earlier in the day, sometimes you don't. But this is a bigger almaco jack you find out here. We've actually cooked these side by side with dolphin, and I think the majority of us actually preferred an almaco jack over a dolphin. We're gonna put this guy in the cooler, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got a dolphin, Dad?
Okay, doubled up on dolphin.
Oh!
And just like that.
Well, oh my gosh, this is the smallest, cutest little peanut.
Don't bring him in the boat, just hook him over the side.
You gotta get unhooked. That's what you might have to.
Beautiful little guy, Brooke.
He's way too small. Get him out as fast as you can.
Okay, Brian's got another dolphin.
I think mine's a keeper.
Yours is gonna be really close, I think. Oh, look, as soon as I cast it out.
Oh yeah?
Oh, there's more dolphin.
No way.
Look at that all.
Mine's a definite keeper.
Yep. The way it's pulling like that.
Mom, cast out towards the seaweed patch. Look at it, woo! Mine isn't a keeper.
Man, Brian, that's a good one.
I'm telling you, it's a nice dolphin.
Woo! Look at that. Did you see him?
Yep.
He's got some ups.
Brooke, yours might be a keeper, actually.
It is a keeper.
I don't know. Mine's gonna be 19 inches.
I'm gonna measure him.
Look at him, Mom, cast, Mom, cast.
Definitely.
There's schools.
Don't just sling him in the boat.
No?
No, I'm gonna grab the line. Hold this. Do you have a bait on?
You're unhooked, Dad.
Alright, Brooke, yours is a keeper too.
Yeah, I would think so.
Dolphin have to be 20 inches to the fork to keep. This one's 22. So I'm gonna toss them in the cooler real fast. I thought mine wasn't gonna be keeper, but I'm pretty sure it is a keeper as well, but we're gonna measure him.
He'll be a keeper.
Oh, he's even bigger than my dad's was.
No way.
Mine's 23.
No way. You must have mixed them up.
No, because mine's still hooked and you're still fishing. Can I have the pliers? There we go, another keeper. I haven't, like I said, I haven't gone dolphin fishing in quite some time, so once you catch a couple, then you start realizing what size they are that you're gonna be able to keep, but he's a keeper all day long. Gotta put him in the cooler and let's get to catching more. Dolphin fishing can always get a little hectic because there's just so much happening at one time. And it's not like bottom fishing, you know, where you've been anchored up and you're just sitting there waiting for the bite. You're constantly doing something, trying to catch that fish, so it gets a little hectic. We just had to retie 2 leaders, so now we are heading back towards that seaweed patch to hopefully catch some more, because there was a decent school there. None of them were too big, but you know, we caught 2 keepers out of it, so there's probably more. I got something. Feels like an almaco. Oh no, dolphin.
Is it?
Or no. Almaco. Look at this school of almaco jacks. Oh no, I got a blue runner. But look at this almaco's following him. Isn't that crazy?
I see a dolphin behind the boat.
Yep. Catch him, Brian. That's a keeper down there. You want a live bait, Brooke?
No. Not yet.
Oh, he's going towards Brian's jig. Jiggy, jig, 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 jig. I think he ate your jig.
I'm all messed up.
Oh, goodness.
I'm all messed up. Doo-doo-doo.
I'm almost sure he ate your jig.
Oh, they're over there, Mom. Cast.
Hey, Dad,
To the
cast
other
over
side of the
here.
boat.
Cast over here.
They're down a little bit.
This is what you got to deal with. You got to make it through the almaco jacks, through the blue runners, out to get to the dolphin. Now
Here.
we don't have to keep these guys anymore since we know we're catching dolphin, and this one's pretty small anyways. He's way too small. There's a dolphin right there. No. As we are running out here, we are looking for patches of seaweed like we've already seen, and we're also looking for floating debris. That can be anything from a bucket to a tree branch to a tree possibly, which is like the jackpot of things floating. The reason you're looking for these floating debris is that bait fish will hide under the floating debris, and then that will attract the mahi that are looking to feed on the bait fish. So as you're looking out here, you always have your eyes peeled looking for things that are floating, and you just want to stop on everything just to check, because you never know what you're going to find.
So just moving from seaweed patch to seaweed patch, we put out that jig again, and just the motion of the boat works the jig just enough to get these dolphins to eat. Surprised he got it and not one of those almaco jacks. He's a baby.
Slightly bigger than the baby I caught. Woo! He unhooked himself.
That's perfect.
See ya!
There's a big dolphin down there. Debbie is hooked up on a jig.
I see the big dolphin.
There you go.
That was a nice dolphin.
He was, wasn't he?
Oh yeah.
All right. Yeah, you just keep him right there, no more.
Oops, he doesn't like this. Woo! Mid-air. Open your bail, Mom.
That was a great teamwork, you two.
Thanks.
That was like a 15-pound dolphin.
Mm-hmm.
The bigger one?
We'll get him. We'll get him.
You guys know us. We were just having some public subs for lunch. And so I was just trolling along slowly, and I seen a dolphin just jump, and I was like, there's a dolphin. So we ran over, bam, got another one on the boat. And the boys saw a big one. I didn't see it, so we're gonna go back to this little patch over here, see if we can find that big one. But this is our third dolphin in the boat. See? Now I know I don't even have to measure this one, but let's just measure it for fun. Oh no. Biggest one of the day, Mom. We are still at the same patch and tossed out a live bait, and we got another one on. Still not that 15-pounder, but definitely a keeper.
They'll probably jump for you again.
In the scooper! These guys are the most annoying fish to unhook once they make it into the boat. And they're also a very bloody fish, so like you guys saw us earlier with those small ones, unhook it immediately, get it back in the water, because this is a pelagic fish that doesn't do well with not moving. So if you're gonna keep it, then go ahead, bring it in the boat. But those small ones, unhook them as fast as you can. But look how beautiful. Look at my nails, they match his spots. Number 4 in the boat.
Woo! How's that for putting you on a fish, Deb?
Oh, you got a real jumper, huh?
That's a good one. Dad, you're gonna have to scoop that
Yep.
one. That's as big as the deck.
Yep. Just leave them right there, Deb. Don't reel anymore. You're doing great.
Oh, I got one too. Oh no, don't tell me I have a blue one.
Oh, sorry. Oh my God!
Yeah. Awesome job on the jig too.
I did see it swimming behind the boat. It's neat to see them just free swimming and then cast to them and get them. Good job, Deb. It is it to the fork?
Yes.
24.
Yep. It's a good size one right there.
All right, well, I just saw a bunch of birds and they were by a turtle, and my dad just hooked a dolphin right by the turtle. I'm gonna net it. Got him. He's good.
He's 24.
So the reason we're netting all these dolphin is they're kind of small, and there's no point of gaffing a small dolphin like that, because then you're probably going to end up gaffing it in the meat. So then you ruin that chunk of meat that you gaff in. My dad's saying big dolphin, big dolphin. Is that rod on?
Yeah, on a jack. Oh no.
Did you actually see a dolphin?
Yeah, I saw it too. But...
Anyways, like I was saying, so we just net the smaller ones because you also don't want to try to flip, because we're using such light line and leader that we don't want to break it off trying to flip the fish into the boat. So the easiest way is to just net them.
Okay, hooked up on the dolphin, right next to the sea turtle. Oh, look at how blue he is, Brooke.
He's very blue.
Oh no, you're in the water. I always love seeing how, oh, he immediately turned green. Isn't that crazy?
Yep.
Okay, buddy. See, I don't like to beat them up. I don't like them to hit the deck. You just keep them right here over the side of the boat, unhook them. See you, guy.
Not only is it a schoolie scooper, but it's a Sprite can scooper as well. Good job, Mom. Thank you, bro. I saw those things from like a half a mile away. I was like, there's something shining on the surface. I don't know what they were, and they were like, oh, Sprite cans. Don't throw your trash out into the ocean.
Close enough. She was doing good.
You gotta stab it at least.
There you go. There you go.
Good job. Let's read it. Let's read it. This is for you, Dad. Best dad ever.
Is that for me? Look at that.
Oh gosh.
You can gaff my dolphin any day, Deb. It's fun to watch you gaff.
Okay, so we are back at the dock. We ended up catching 6 dolphin, And when was the last time you filleted a fish, Dad?
You tell me. This used to be my job. I used to love to come back from fishing, and the kids would wash the boat, and I would fillet the fish, and that's the way we did it for years. And I always enjoyed cleaning fish. And then all of a sudden, it became something that needed to be filmed for YouTube, and I lost my job. I haven't filleted a fish, and you tell me how long.
I don't know. But we always used to sit here and watch my dad fillet, and I don't even remember if I ever like practiced, but I would always just sit here and watch him do it. And I mean, he's right. Once like YouTube started, I found I enjoy filleting fish as well, and now Victor and I just fillet all the fish, and my dad just sits back and watches us not only wash the boat, but also clean the fish now too. And
Well-
I go, Dad, you want to fillet one? And he was like, yeah, I'll fillet one. I
So
was like, are you sure?
This is just for fun. And she's like, well, what if it don't turn out good? And I'm like, why would it turn out good? I mean, you know, once you've learned how to fillet a fish, it's not that hard.
Oh, you're doing good.
So,
Good job.
look.
Do it again.
Nice job.
Yeah. Probably not as good as Brook and Vic did. You know, I haven't filleted a fish in, got to be 5 years, huh?
Oh, I think it's more than that.
More than
More
5
than that.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, how long have we been doing YouTube for now, Vic? And also, like, Victor was always filleting fish, and we've been together now for 10 years. Have you even filleted fish since Victor's been around? You know, I don't know. Victor
I wanna
always
say-
just...
I want to say at least 8 years you haven't
Yeah.
filleted fish.
Yeah.
But it's like riding a bike.
Yeah.
Put the knife right back in the hand and go ahead.
YouTube knows how lucky of a person I am. I always say I am so wealthy to have the kids that I have, and you know, all of YouTube wants to fish with Brook and Victor. Well, guess what? I get to do it. So they you know, it used to be my tackle. My tackle is very dusty now because we use all of Victor's tackle. So they rig the rods, they bring the tackle, they catch the bait. I just sit back and reel in fish. And then I get to eat those fantastic dinners. So I get to fish like a real rich person, I'll tell you. Come back and watch them do, you know, clean the boat and do all that work. I'm so fortunate. So I'm gonna take this fish tonight, and I'm not gonna cook for them, but I'm gonna take them to a nice restaurant that's gonna cook it for us, and we're gonna sit back and have a couple glasses of wine and have somebody cook for me so that I can treat them to a fish dinner.
Sounds good to me. You did a great job.
And when you were kids, you could never wait until I cut open the belly to see what dolphin had in their bellies.
Yeah.
You didn't even check them, did
I
you?
didn't check one.
You didn't even check one. So I won't bother to check this one either. We'll just make sure we pop the eyes. But we got so many catfish, they devour these things in no time flat. Huh?
Vic, do you see that?
He's flawless.
Flawless.
I give you a 10 out of 10 on that one.
I tell you, I've always enjoyed cleaning fish. You guys took that away from me.
Well, we can give it back to you if you want. You guys comment down below if you want to see my dad, aka Brian, cleaning more fish on the channel. So comment down below and let him know what you guys think. So here's that one almaco jack that we caught, and we decided we're gonna bring it to dinner with us tonight too. But
Look at that. Huh?
good job. They got some nice meat. When Victor was gonna toss it back today, I was like, don't toss it back. You never know when you have that first fish of the day how the rest of the day is gonna go, you know, and some days you can fill up a cooler with these guys, and they taste amazing. So if you don't catch those dolphins, you can always bring some almaco jacks home with you. We ended up not necessarily needing it, but we're gonna eat it anyways, obviously, because almaco jack is very delicious as well. So like my dad said, tonight we're gonna go to his restaurant, but I'm gonna be cooking this fish tomorrow. Vic is leaving, he's going to Panama tomorrow, but I'm gonna cook the family dinner tomorrow, so someone besides Victor is gonna have to film. We'll see who that person ends up being. So we will see you in the kitchen.
Oh, you mean your kitchen?
Yeah, that's what I always say. I said, so we'll see you in the kitchen.
So we will see you in the kitchen.
Hey guys, welcome back to the kitchen. Before we get to our recipe for tonight, I'm gonna do a little self-promotion for myself. We are exactly 1 month away from lobster mini season. I got one of my handmade lobster nets and tickle sticks here with me. Just a reminder, if you guys are getting ready for lobster season, I'll have a link in the description to FloridaLobsterNets.com. We've been using these nets for over 10 years. I added the tickle stick to the mix recently. I also have lobster gauges now. You legally need a lobster gauge if you're going to be going lobstering. So I have this on my website. I have t-shirts. My dad was wearing one at the fillet table filleting those dolphins. So as always, thank you guys so much for supporting me by watching my videos, sharing them, commenting them, liking them, and then also for ordering things off of my website. I hand make these lobster nets and tickle sticks all myself, and I'll play a little thing on the screen so you can see how well they work, because they work absolutely great. This is my little business. I think this will be my 3rd lobster season now, selling these to you guys. So again, I'll have a link in the description, or you can go to FloridaLobsterNets.com. So we did go to that restaurant last night, and it was absolutely delicious. If you guys are a Pompano local, it's called La Buca. It's in Pompano Beach. It is a delicious restaurant, but it's one of those places where you can bring your fish there and they'll cook it for you. And they absolutely killed it. They did a franchise recipe and this other like red sauce. I can't even remember what he called it, but it was so, so good. So since we had that amazing dinner last night that I don't even think I could come close to making something like that, we're gonna go nice and simple tonight and do some fried dolphin fingers. So I have all my fish prepared here, just into like little like finger pieces. And let's get to doing our nice little assembly line here. Nice and simple, we're just gonna take our fish, and then we got some egg wash here, put it in the eggs, and just a simple Italian breadcrumb topping that we're gonna do. So I absolutely love these breadcrumbs for fried fish. It's super simple, but it's always absolutely delicious. We've been using these breadcrumbs like this basically my whole life when we've ever fried fish, and you just can't go wrong because it's just so good. So I'm gonna season these all up and then show you a couple dips that I'm gonna make as well. All right, so I'm gonna make 2 dipping sauces here. The first one, we're gonna take a spoonful of horseradish, and then next we're gonna add mustard, and then the last ingredient is mayonnaise. Mix that up. So there is sauce number 1. And then for the other sauce, really simple. All it is ketchup and then mayonnaise as well. If you go to the Bahamas, they call this fancy sauce, but all it is mayonnaise and ketchup. And there is sauce number 2. All right, all our fish are breaded and ready for the oil. Our oil is nice and hot, and let's get to frying. There we go. And I am someone who loves filling my pan as much as possible, because when you are cooking fish for a bunch of people, you want to get it done quick because you're going to have a lot of batches. So I don't care about my oil temp or anything like that. I'm filling my pan. There we go. All right, time to flip. That nice golden brown is what we're looking for. Okay, everybody, come to the table.
I want to know who else has experienced this feeling. I'm going into this dinner absolutely satisfied. We went fishing yesterday for about 6 hours on a beautiful, calm ocean. Plenty of action. Caught our 6 dolphins, played with the almaco jacks. Deb and I got to fish with Brook and Victor. It was an amazing day. And then I took them to this nice little Italian restaurant, Cafe La Buca, where they prepared our fish 2 different ways. And it was just to say thank you to Brook and Victor for taking us fishing and showing us such an awesome day. So I'm already way up here. So now we're having fried fish. Fried fish is great, but I don't need anything. I feel so satisfied after a great day of fishing on the ocean with Brook and Victor. I'm just so happy. Who else has felt that? I am so happy. Thanks, Brook.
This will always be my favorite way to eat fish. If I could only have fish like one way, it's definitely fried. It's so easy. It's like another Crist classic meal preparation style. And I mean, Mahi is so flaky and white, it melts in your mouth. I mean, it's for good reason that people love it as much as they do, and it's so popular. So super thankful that I get to have it, and thank you, Brook. Amazing.
Thank you.
Look how delicious and white and beautiful this piece of dolphin is. It's delicious fried. It's delicious probably any way you prepare it this fresh. I had a lot of fun catching these dolphin. They jump out of the water. They're beautiful. They're colorful. It's a lot of fun. I had a great day. Just like you, Brian. It was awesome. Thanks, Brian.
Thanks, Mom.
Well, the fish is amazing, like always, but I think I would have to agree with my dad that the fish that's like the tip of the iceberg. And I didn't even go on this fishing trip, but just seeing the pictures of everyone on the boat, how happy they were and smiling, and then the pictures from the restaurant, how happy everyone was. The fact that Brook takes my parents out and gives them that kind of experience and then cooks for the rest of the family, like my dad said, like, who else has felt that? Like, it's super special. And I know everyone on YouTube can see that, but like, trust me, like, we all feel like how special this is, and I'm glad you guys can all watch it conspire.
Wow.
That was
Fisher's getting so good, man. I do not want to follow Fisher. I can tell you that right now. I always want to go before Fisher.
That was really good fish. That was really nice.
Thanks.
Wow. Well, I don't really know what I want to say right now, but I feel like saying something, so I'm just gonna go for it, and we'll see how this goes. But I've been doing YouTube now for almost 5 years. It was really hard for me to start this channel, mostly because I just felt like I was a shy person, and I didn't know how I was gonna feel being in front of the camera, and I think I've grown a lot in that aspect of being on camera. Not saying that I'm the best at it whatsoever, but I've definitely gotten better at it than I used to be. But as far as what my videos are about, was very easy. I grew up fishing and diving with my family, with my parents. My dad's the one who taught me to fish, taught me how to dive, doing it with my mom and my brothers. Like, that's what we grew up doing. So like, all the content that I make is not forced whatsoever. I enjoy doing all of this, and I've always done all this like my whole life. So like, that aspect of YouTube was not hard at all. It's more of just like being out there and being behind the camera or in front of the camera, that's the difficult part of it. And when I first started, my family, besides my dad, he's always been a good camera person, but everyone was like a little shy, and I felt bad putting my family on video because I was, I don't know, slightly embarrassed. I didn't want to pressure them to do anything. I just like didn't want to interfere into their lives, putting them on camera, if that all makes sense. So also over the years, my family has gotten much better at being in front of the camera as well. So tonight when Fisher like said all those things, it just, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. It just, I don't know, it just made me feel like really good, you know, that he, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Whew. So basically what I guess I'm trying to say here is that I just feel so beyond lucky and just so blessed to do this and to share my family and my experiences with you guys. And I'm just so thankful for all of you for letting me do that and to have this platform to be able to share my life, share my experiences, share my family, and for all of you to enjoy it and to accept it and to just, you know, love the stuff. And I'm so blessed and thankful. So I just wanted, I guess that's basically what I'm just trying to say, is just thank you everyone for this opportunity, because it's just so amazing. I don't even know if that was what I was trying to say. Well, hopefully that made sense. Kind of hard to put my words together, but as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video.